In this episode of Motive Garage presented by Sparesbox, we step things up with our Toyota Supra. Well, it's time to drop a bomb. I'm not going to be driving our GR Yaris at the 2022 Yokohama World Time Attack Challenge. I'm going to be driving our Toyota Supra. Now, you're probably going to ask, why? Well, when we first entered World Time Attack, it was actually before the last COVID lockdown, and the car wasn't really all that serious. And the intention was that our focus would be on Jet 200 in open class, but John Boston would be driving the car, as you can't share driving anymore. So I thought, I'll enter the Yaris for a little bit of fun. No pressure, no stress, just enjoy myself in Club Sprint. Well, things have changed. Our GR Yaris is way more serious now, and the stakes are really high, but most importantly, we're giving the car away to hopefully one of our viewers via LMCT Plus. If you want to win that car, obviously go to the link below and you can join LMCT Plus and gain the chance to win. And here's the thing, we basically want to get that car cranking again, do what we've got to do at the drags and the racetrack, have it done, give it away, start on the next car, which we're going to announce hopefully in the next few weeks. So I decided if I just want to have fun in Club Sprint with no pressure, because we are very busy with work, filming, trade stand and Jet 200, drive the Supra. Now, I have driven this car around Sydney Motorsport Park. I did one track day, and the very first time I went out, I did a 1 minute 48 with just a downpipe tune and a set of tyres. Honestly, these things are super capable, really fast, easy to drive fast, and I just really enjoy driving it fast. So I thought, let's give it a few light modifications ready for World Time Attack. So what do we need to do to the car to make it a little bit better around the circuit where we don't go crazy in any area, but we just do that little improvement in each area to make it faster overall? Obviously, we're going to have to do a certain type of tyre for World Time Attack. We have to use a Yokohama. We're going to do a light brake upgrade. We're talking with V-Sport, probably just lines, pads, fluids. We are going to upgrade the suspension with Whiteline. We're just going to do springs, bars, and some camber tops from Verus Engineering. We're also going to take a look at the cooling component of the car. Basically, we just want to upgrade the charge cooler radiator with a PWR item from Golby's Parts. We're going to put a bonnet vent in for better cooling as well, and a basic aero package. And in this video, we're going to cover the cooling and aero side of things. So when it comes to cooling, we're not really worried about the water temperature in the engine with the Supra. We find we don't have any problems doing 3 flying laps of Sydney Motorsport Park. What we do want to address is the intake air temperature. Now, these have a water to air intercooler built into the inlet manifold, and then have a radiator in the front specifically for that. Now, PWR have developed one. We know the guys from Street Effects have used it, Golby's Parts have used it, and Golby's Parts obviously provided that for us into this Supra, and we want to install that to see if we can get more consistent intake air temp. So rather than make more power, just have the same power throughout the lap. The other thing we want to do to help with cooling is get hot air out of the engine bay. So we have ourselves a bonnet vent with negative pressure ducts. This is from Verus Engineering. Now, speaking of Verus Engineering, we wanted to get an aero package for this car that isn't custom and stupid money. We wanted to get something that you guys can buy for your Supra, buy it, put it on, and you know that it will work. And the best solution for that is Verus Engineering. They make a rear wing for the Supra, they make a front splitter, a rear diffuser, canards, a bonnet vent, and we basically decided to get everything they had except for the rear diffuser, as basically as a street car, we didn't want to add that on. So here they are, the wing, the dive planes, the vent, and we have the front splitter. Now, what I love about the Verus Engineering stuff is fitment is excellent, quality is excellent. They have instructions on their website that are very good to follow, make installing it very good. And I've also had really good luck with all the Verus Engineering parts that we already have in this car. So that's why I decided to go for that. So their rear wing is a single element carbon wing. Everything they do is CFD designed and tested on cars before it's sold. So we know it works. There are other Supras using it, such as Eamon from Leading Edge, and his car is mega fast. So we know this stuff works. The dive planes are for front downforce and team up with the front splitter, with the splitter doing most of the work. And the bonnet vent isn't just for cooling, it also lets hot air out through the engine bay, and any air out through the engine bay, which helps reduce lift in the front end. So bonnet vent, got to cut the bonnet. Dive planes, easy to do. Wing, we have to drill some holes in the back, but obviously it fits quite nicely. And the front splitter, you have to basically cut a couple of holes in the front bar, but it's not intrusive in any other way. So we end up with a cohesive aero package that has front downforce, rear downforce. And what I really like about it is it's kind of like factory style and fitment, a lot of this stuff. So if you looked at a Porsche GT3 RS or at a Dodge Viper ACR and look at their aero components, I'd like to think that the Veris Engineering aero parts are kind of a factory time attack style fitment. So I'm not too worried about driving the car on the street with these products. They don't hang out too far, they don't ruin drivability on the street, but they do work on track, and that's what's most important. So let's cut to a montage of some of these parts, get them fitted, and get back to the track and see what our Supra can do with some aero and cooling upgrades first. We managed to fit the entire Veris Engineering aero package in a day before driving it straight to the Hot Import Night's Most Wanted Car Show to be on display the next day on the Zestino Tyres stand.